talking about how we're going to let our lives and our businesses evolve. So many of us get stuck on trying to make it perfect the first time, not having any errors, just overthinking everything, right? And the reality is, we have to learn how to start with where we are and allow ourselves to evolve. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I have three benefits of doing that. So we're going to talk about what this looks like, how you can do it, but then three benefits to doing it that I think you'll definitely want to hear and will make it worthwhile for you to learn how to evolve. So thank you guys for joining me. I am Tanika D'Souza, the 100K Challenge Chick. I am bringing you guys Win the Day. This is a podcast series. You can find me live on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I realize that this group is global. You guys are all over the place. So I'd love for you to share with me, even if you're watching as a replay, where are you, right? Let me know. Oh, what is it doing? My studio is doing something different, which I don't understand. And I don't know how to fix it. Oh, no. It won't change. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. So thank you guys for being with me. It's Win the Day, and we're talking about evolving. We're talking about getting started, doing what we know, and letting our business and our lives evolve. So the thing that I'll tell you is, if you don't have your notebook, go get it, because I always give you something that's going to be great for you to take some notes. But also because I don't want you to just listen to this and say, oh, this sounds good. I want you to be thinking, how can this apply to you? How can this apply to your life and your business, right? It's no point talking about winning the day if we're not taking any action to actually win the day, right? So here's what I'll tell you. For people who do not plan to evolve, they literally are stuck in some state of fear, right? So we call it other things, and we definitely don't think that is fear, but it's absolutely all boils down to us being afraid to just do it, to just jump out there, start, and just get the ball rolling. So what we say instead is that, basically we're perfectionists. We don't want to put something out there and look bad doing it and, embarrass ourselves. So we spend a lot of time, I'm going to say, in the think tank, where we think about our ideas, create them. We're playing in Canva all day long. We're telling everybody about this great thing we're going to do eventually. But what we actually do is just keep ourselves so busy in creating that we never even do anything with it. And I'm speaking from experience because I've absolutely done this. I have unwritten books. I have all kinds of stuff that I've done over time, but it was never ready to put out there, right? Because I put so many blocks on what it was going to take for this thing to be perfect that I never even finished it. So a lot of us do that. We take the perfectionist route. The other side is procrastination. And that, especially for women, can look so many different ways. It could look like us choosing to do everything for the kids and put our stuff on the back burner. It's us choosing that something else that came up with a family member or a spouse is way more important than what we need to do. Either way, it basically is, we're telling ourselves that what we have to get done can wait, right? So sometimes we even pile on lots of activities that we don't need to be doing, but then we decide, oh, well, all this stuff is important. So now I have to prioritize my time. And something that should have remained as a high priority is now pushed backwards, which is your business, or which is like some big goals that you have for your own life. So how do we start? Like what mental shifts are needed for us to just start with where we are and accept the fact that we're going to evolve, right? Because our lives are never going to be without the I'm going to say delays or obstacles or anything else that happens to other people, they're going to happen to us, right? So we're going to have to start despite all these other things happening, and then allow ourselves the time to grow and build our businesses into what we always wanted it to be. So it doesn't, what I'm telling you, and the biggest piece of advice that I'm giving you is, don't expect that this perfect grand idea is what you're going to create from the beginning, right? Because even if you think about it, any business that you start today can look very different in about 2 years, because there will be new technology, different ways to use social media. I mean, even in the last year, we've seen reels, Facebook reels, like Instagram is changing, Facebook is changing, TikTok is changing. TikTok didn't even exist a few years ago. So I don't want you to ever think that you can create something in your awesome notebook, and that is going to be the thing that's going to sustain you, make you millions of dollars. Every single person has created something and evolved their idea over time. So almost everything we use, we can think of Apple products, right? His mission up front was to get every person, what did he say? Every home with a computer on every desk. No, a computer on every desk in every home, right? He wasn't talking about creating proprietary cell phones at the time, or, these fancy machines. He really just wanted you to be able to process at home, word processing, really. And that's what computers were for back in the day, not the internet, not all the other things that we use. So what if he just said, this was my goal, that's it, I have thought this through, this is all I can do? Well, he would have hit his goal and then not had anything else to aspire to. So I want you to understand that no matter what the idea is you have today, it's going to change over time, and that is totally okay. That is what is expected. So, as I promised, we're going to talk about 3 advantages to evolving. And I hope these 3 things push you outside of your comfort zone of expecting everything to be perfect up front, right? So the first one is, when you understand that I'm going to start where I am and I'm going to evolve, number 1, you're leaving yourself open to opportunity, right? You're deciding that I am here right now. I know I want to build this business, but I'm going to leave myself open to possibilities to helping me get there. There's a lot of conversation going on right now in the mindset area, meaning, and the conversation is about whether you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, this is how it is, and I'm going to just learn this and perfect this one thing, and then I'm going to also just teach and get everybody in my environment to do the same exact thing. So think about like family traditions, right? There's nothing wrong with that, because if you said, okay, we all get together Christmas Eve and we open gifts and we do it this way and we eat this food and all of that, people start to look forward to that. It is something that becomes a tradition, and everybody's like excited for it. However, as time goes on, the people who were the children eventually have families, and they have other people that they're considering. So in the evolution of things, that family time has to change, even if it just changes by who's invited, what activities we do, maybe the location, because there's more people. But a fixed mindset would say, these people get together, we do this activity, there's no evolving. And a growth mindset would say, the goal is for all of us to be together. Well, now we need to do it like on vacation in this way. We're going to order the food instead of cook it. That way everyone can enjoy themselves, because the person who cooked in that fixed mindset of tradition, they are getting older, and the younger generations didn't learn, whatever it is, right? But the growth mindset says, I am open to accomplishing this goal in different ways. And that's the thing that I want you guys to be open to. I want you to understand that accomplishing your goal is the mission, right? But there's a lot of different ways that you can get there, and staying open to opportunity just opens you up, one, to embrace what's new and to embrace what you can do, and to make sure that you're doing something that aligns with your brand, your business, and obviously your lifestyle, right? Number two, if you go in and you're starting and you're saying, I have to evolve, I have to grow this business, then you're also saying you're going to, or what you could also be saying is, I'm going to get comfortable taking risk. That is a huge deal, right? A lot of us are very adverse to taking risks, which is why we spend all of our time up front trying to be perfectionists, overthinking our ideas, and never doing anything until we're 10,000% sure, because we don't want to risk not being right. We want to take all the risk out of it, right? And so, what I'm challenging you to do is learn how to take risks, take smaller risk at first. But almost everything that has been built, someone had to jump out there, take a risk, take a chance to get it done. It didn't happen overnight. They didn't just have it all planned out and it worked the first time. They had to take risks. So when you choose to start where you are and to evolve over time, you're also building your ability to take risk, your your comfort level, I'm going to say, in taking risks. Because as a business owner, especially an entrepreneur, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to create something new, take a risk in promoting it and marketing it and getting it out there so that you can grow your business, right? You're never going to grow by staying exactly the same. So having a comfort level, or at least knowing that you have to learn how to take risk, is a huge like developmental thing for you as a business person. So I said there were 3 points. We've covered the first two. The first one was being open to opportunity. Number 2 was getting comfortable taking risk. So as you're listening to me, I don't want you to just listen. I want you to share, how can you stay open to opportunity? Are there some opportunities that you're passing right now, or some things that you could take advantage of, but you just didn't initially think that that was a part of the strategy you wanted to use? Is this something you can explore? Number 2, are there some risks that you're desperately avoiding to take, right? Are there some risks that you know are coming up? And it could be as simple as, yes, I'm going to take a risk by doing some Facebook ads or some Google ads, or I'm going to take a risk by hiring my first staff member to help me build my income. Whatever it is, I want you to start thinking of that and write it down. Write it down. Number 3, the biggest advantage to you starting where you are and understanding that your goal is to evolve is that you allow yourself the ability to continue dreaming. So number 3 is continue dreaming, right? The thing that is crazy is a lot of entrepreneurs are definitely dreamers. We're visionaries. We think big because we're creating something out of nothing, essentially, right? It comes out of our own ideas. So it doesn't exist in the real world, and we have to create it so that it does. So the reality here is, I want you to start thinking, how can why won't this change? So crazy. How can I allow myself the ability to dream? And if you start any project and say this will grow over time, then you're giving yourself that opportunity. You're allowing yourself to reimagine what this could look like. You're allowing yourself, or giving yourself permission to rethink, right? You're not doing that fixed mindset that says, I created this, I spent this many hours, it's going to be this way, and you're not open to anything else, right? You're saying, I'm allowing myself to rethink and reimagine this as time progresses. I'm never going to tell you to just start something and then 3 weeks later change it, 3 weeks later change it, because you've never built the momentum necessary to see any results. So I'm saying over time, you're changing, you're thinking, you're reimagining, right? Ultimately, this is called progress. This is how you grow anything in your life. If you want your life to be different, you make progress. You, like your children, they come, they're super small infants. You got to take care of them, and they learn and grow over time. Nobody expects a newborn to be able to do kindergarten work, right? You expect that, okay, first I got to learn how to move my lips and make sound come out. And now I'm going to say a few words. And now I'm going to say a statement or two. Or now I'm going to identify individual objects. Now I can say sentences. Now I can have conversations, right? This is an evolution and a progression. And it's crazy how, as children, we understand that we don't know everything. So we know the part we know, and we're willing to just do that until we learn more. But as adults, sometimes most of the time, we think we have to have everything figured out before we even start. So that's the part I want to challenge with you today. You won't have it all figured out. You won't have the best plan up front. As things change, you and your business should change with it. As social media change, adjust, adapt, do the things that will get you seen. Do what it takes to be in front of your audience, right? You could not have created the perfect plan and still be executing that same perfect plan years and years later. It just doesn't work like that. So I'm challenging you to start. I'm challenging you to embrace evolving. I'm challenging you that if you do, you're leaving yourself open to new ideas. New opportunities, right? Taking risk and continuing to dream. Those three things are so worthwhile for your well-being, and even just to take the pressure off of getting started. So I would love to hear what you guys are working on, what you're dreaming up. Please share it in the comments. If this was helpful for you, please put in the comments #helpful. Thank you guys for joining me for this Win the Day. You have an awesome day, and make sure you're writing your notes and doing something with them, right? It's not enough to just hear it. It's so much better when we're able to write it. But ultimately, I want you to do something with what you learned. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.